Hi, my name's Rhiannon, and I am making this video because I was recently diagnosed with Keinbocks disease. Whenever I was first diagnosed, I did some research on the internet to try to find out more about it, and I found like 2 YouTube channels about it, and I would have liked to have learned from other people's experiences to know what to expect. So hopefully someone can learn from my experience and feel a little bit more knowledgeable about what they're about to endure. So about 7 months ago, I went to the doctor with wrist pain. She told me that she thought that it was carpal tunnel and gave me a wrist brace. And so I wore that for 4 months and the pain didn't go away. In fact, it got worse. I went back to the doctor and told her what was going on, and so she did an x-ray, and that's where she found that I had some scoliosis and calcification on my lunate bone. So Keinbocks disease is where the blood supply that feeds your lunate bone has been restricted or cut off. So without blood and oxygen going to your bone will die. By the time we were able to figure out what was going on and I was able to get into to see the specialist, I was already in stage 4 of Keinbocks disease. There's only 4 stages. So in stage 4, your bone is already shattered and it's bumping into the other bones in your wrist, causing, I think they said osteoarthritis and some different problems, deteriorating your other bones. So I went from having 0 pain to being in stage 4 Keinbocks disease within 7 months. It was really quick. They say that there's only 500,000 known cases of Keinbocks disease in the United States. Some of the causes for it, they think, are because your ulnar bone and your radius bone aren't lined up. One is longer than the other. That's not the case for me. Mine are even. Another thing is that they think maybe an injury can cause it, but I've never hurt myself. I've never had any injuries, so I don't know. But usually it also happens in men, and it happens in your dominant hand. And I'm clearly a woman, and my Keinbocks disease is in my left hand, which is my non-dominant hand. So I'm scheduled for surgery on Thursday. We're going to do a proximal row carpectomy. So the doctor says that they have something called Avascular bone graft, which is what I expected him to want to perform from the research I had done, but he isn't too fond of it, and he says that it's not super effective and that I'm too far advanced for it to work for me anyway. So a proximal row carpectomy is where they actually remove 3 of your wrist bones. They don't replace the wrist bones with anything, so when your bones, they just kind of fall into place, and he said that I'll lose most of my mobility in my left hand, but that the pain will go away, and he said in 10-15 years I'll probably have to have a total wrist fusion, but that this should work for a while. So I'm very nervous, but I'm kind of excited to go ahead and just get it over with. It's been causing me a lot of pain for several months. So here's my left hand and here's my right hand. You can see that I can bend them back pretty well. I have most mobility in my left hand, but whenever I try to bend my wrists forward, that's as far as I can bend my wrist. So he also said that I should get about 80% of my strength back in my wrist within a few months after the surgery, and that I probably won't need physical therapy, that he can show me the exercises to do there in the doctor's office, and I can just do those exercises at home. So we'll see. I know that on some forums that I had read, people were asking how much the surgery would cost. Mine was $1,634, and that's just the basic pre-surgery cost. That doesn't include anesthesia, casting, medication, or anything extra that has to happen. So that's just going to cover the surgery itself. So I just wanted to, like I said, get on here and hopefully help somebody, give someone an idea of what to expect if they're going through something similar, and I will keep you updated and let you know how it goes after the surgery. Thanks.